there's no way my experiment actually worked, right? But somehow, despite the risk, it might just happen. If you remember the experiment from yesterday, 30 minutes, I'm gonna sit in this chair and see what happens if I think about every trigger, every instance, every relapse, every cause, every intrusive thought that I've had causing me to relapse. What are the results? What happened? Did it work? I think so. And the reason why I say that is because today, I had a couple of intrusive thoughts, but I was able to shut them down incredibly quickly. Additionally, one more thing really stood out to me that I wasn't expecting. My memories were fading. I'm talking about memories about past relapses, things that would normally trigger me to relapse, but they were gone. It's as if they were never there. I try to think back to them, but it's like a fuzzy dream. You just can't quite understand what's there. It's all blurry. So because of that, intrusive thoughts that would normally snowball into even bigger urges were gone. They were just not there anymore. They couldn't snowball because there was no memories to snowball upon. That experiment has given me the opportunity to reach day 4 since my last relapse and day 13 overall of this entire project. But before we go into what I have planned for next, or what I think I might have planned for next, let's just see how this affected my work balance and how my coding has been going. Because in the end, the overarching goal is still to create an app that solves addictions, not for me, but for you guys mainly. Today I was just looking at nested functions and anonymous functions. Nested functions are just functions within functions, and anonymous functions are kind of just like one-line functions that you can kind of call off in. I don't really understand them, but maybe I'll figure them out later. But most importantly, I didn't have any negative or ill feelings while I was working. I didn't have any feelings of relapse, any reminders or memories, which was honestly what I think was most important. I believe that being able to work without having to think about your past or what you most regret is something so important that many people don't realize is a struggle for those with addiction. But what's next? What's the next plan? What's the next experiment? The only other trigger other than intrusive thoughts is images, right? Images that show what you're addicted to can often cause you to fall back into your addiction. Now, my initial plan was to desensitize myself, literally just show myself images and videos of what I'm addicted to, and then try to do it enough that I don't have that urge to act on it anymore. However, I realize this is probably a bad idea because that would fry my dopamine. So we have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what we're going to do tomorrow, but until then, I'll see you.